Is it okay to name drop her in the title like I'm doing right now? Am I baiting people into clicking my video? Is it even clickbait to talk about a current fad? I don't know. I definitely think there is unethical clickbait, but is there any such thing as ethical clickbait? That's a YouTuber called DoorDash. Good name right off the bat. First, fantastic name. She would do DoorDash, the app, and then record it from her car, because that's how YouTube is made these days, inside cars. I don't understand it and I hate it. But she got real big real fast. Then she started making money on YouTube, and she got a bunch of 48,000 subscribers now. She had very, very few to begin with. And then she started posting about how much money she's making because of YouTube, and that sounds great, and she gets money, and I'm glad for her. She exploded, getting tons of views and thousands of dollars from YouTube, which is great. I want that for her. I want it for myself too. I'm glad she's done well. And with any rising star or hot new thing, the YouTube gurus come out. So I think you can see one right here, or this guy. There's a YouTube guru right there. They try to explain why she did so well, even though she basically avoided all of their advice.
Hello human, it is me Kanuch. I need you to press the subscribe button. I have to feed my many AI babies.
Small YouTubers get tons of advice from YouTube gurus who tell you how to get more clicks, how to get more views, how to get more subs. Their advice essentially is the same 3 ideas over and over and over again. They rephrase it, they repackage it, they create their own little content mill of these 3 steps over and over again. Step 1, make better thumbnails. Step 2, make better titles. Step 3, make better videos. That's entirely everything you'll ever need from a YouTube guru. Do you know how to do those things? Well, no. Are you unwilling to make better videos like Waldo is? Then you're never going to grow. DoorDash has avoided, honestly, those first 2. Make better thumbnails, make better titles. Because if we look at her channel, let's go right there and look at the videos. It's just that there's no catchy thumbnails here. There's no amazing titles. Tired of being poor, working myself to the bone. Underdog who finally threw in into YouTube. Gone are the days of fancy thumbnails, weekly uploads. Well, that's about YouTube. Don't get another. These are not catching titles, but she is being successful, and I think that's great. Her titles and thumbnails are just normal, not attention grabbing at all. Her vids are full of her personality and genuine excitement and feelings, and that makes them fun to watch. I think that's the reason she's gotten some success with YouTube. But I also think it's the luck of the algorithm. And that last statement is contentious, because the gurus and other successful YouTubers will tell you that the algo is not based on luck. But I really think it is. The best vid on my channel has 1,600 views, and that's a lot for me, and I was excited to see it. But the next vid I published didn't even get half that number of impressions. So the impressions, in case you don't know, is the number of people that YouTube showed my vid to in their feed to try and get them to click it. As you scroll past your vids, and even if you're not watching them, that counts as 1 impression. So if my best video gets 1,600 views, you would think that the algorithm, the next video I put out, would get at least 1,600 impressions. You would show that new video to the people who watched the last one. But that didn't happen. I'm not trying to make a pity party for myself. What I'm saying is that I think the YouTube algorithm is just a random number generator, honestly. I do think that the success of my good video was random luck. The algo decided, for whatever reason, to show it to 24,000 people instead of the usual 300 to 3,000 that it normally does. I really do think the algo is more random than the YouTube gurus want to think. But that's bad for guru business. So they talk about her sincerity and her genuineness as the reason she got big numbers all of a sudden. And I think it's just her good vids and a lucky big boost by the algo. Watching DoorDash rise and the gurus try to catch up leads me to some complex ethical questions. Here's where the weird ethical stuff comes in. First questions are about formatting. Should I copy her format to chase the algo? That's what some of the gurus say. Copy what happens. You don't have to copy exactly what they're saying, but do what they do. And that was easy for me because I like my current format. I have chat here. I have my YouTube search engines and stuff like that. So I can look up stuff on the fly, and I have cool buttons that I can use. I can pop up my conservative blind spot right here. I can turn on the conservative blind spot if I need. See, this is fun, right? This is interesting. If I'm ever need to do that. Or if I really want to get crazy, I can do right that, and I can become an anime character. See, this is very fun. This is very exciting. I don't want to change my format because I like my format. You see, it's very fun for me, so I won't change my format. But plenty of people are recording from their car, which for some reason I can't fathom. That's the way to get views, is to make shit from your car. I don't understand it. I think the algorithm is just fucking with us. I think the algorithm sees a car and then connects that to every other car video that's ever existed, and it says everybody loves car videos. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. I think the algorithm has been tricked. It's a machine learning that doesn't comprehend what's going on. Anyway, I'm ranting about car videos. I've lost my train of thought. What was I thinking about now? Should I copy the thumbnail and title format? Is minimalism just the way to go? I really don't know about that one. So let me know in the comments if you think that my thumbnails are too much or not enough. Go on onto my YouTube page, look at the thumbnails. Does it make you want to watch or not? There's the link to the YouTube. Am I working too hard on these thumbnails? Dodash is not working very hard at all. Just taking a photo of herself doing the thing that she's talking about. That's it. I don't know if I would be better off without that. But the second group of questions is about ethics. Is it okay to name drop her in the title like I'm doing right now? Am I baiting people into clicking my video? Is it even clickbait to talk about a current fad? I don't know. I definitely think there is unethical clickbait. But is there any such thing as ethical clickbait? Niche videos about obscure subjects will always get fewer views than drama about famous people. A complex discussion about the history and philosophy of the Electoral College will get fewer views than random drama between Elon Musk and his many baby mamas. Is it ethical for the Electoral College vid to make a title like, "You won't believe what this professor said about the USA," and then it has a thumbnail of the US being fractured down the middle? I don't think it's unethical to do that. It might be a bad strategy. If the video is super dry and boring, people won't get what they expected to have and leave early. Is it ethical to just make drama vids about people you don't know, like Elon and his many baby mamas? I don't think that's unethical. The clickbaity part of the video would be the famous person that we mentioned. Everybody knows Elon, and he is sadly, very sadly, important to the world at the moment. So I'm coming to the conclusion that there are no clickbait titles or thumbnails on YouTube, except maybe if you were putting a bunch of smexy ladies on your thumbnail and none of them appear in the video, like you put a bunch of boobs all over the thing, or you play a video game and you specifically pick the one female character to like show on your thumbnail so that there's some titties there. Sex sells, and that's an entirely different problem that I don't want to unpack at the moment.
Pressing the thumbs up button will release chemicals in your human brain that will make you feel.
Let me find an example of what I'm talking about. I'm going to look up a lady named Sabine Hossenfelder. Now, you may have heard of her. Let's go to her channel. That is Sabine Hossenfelder. Now, she does like science stuff. Great. Awesome. You've probably seen her on YouTube before, and I'm not going to try to argue with her science or her credentials. I'm just going to look at her view counts. What have we got here? We've got something about AI, 146,000 views. Something about gravity and neutrinos, 100,000 views. Experiments at CERN, 100,000 views. Quantum internet, 100,000, 160. Good news for energy stores, 197. That was pretty good. That one did well. Quantum gravity breaks causality, 190. I failed and academia sucks, 3 million views. 3 million for when she shits on science. When she does science, she gets about 200,000 views. When she does anti-science, she gets 3 million. And I really think that is a problem with YouTube at the moment. If I like something and talk about how much I like it, I get no views, unless YouTube is actively hating on it right now. This happened with my Star Wars Acolyte vid, my second best video. I watched Star Wars The Acolyte, thought it was fine, but the majority of YouTubers decided to over-performatively hate it and create raging anti-fandoms about it. This got me some clicks, but not views, as they were never watched the video. Trust me, I read every comment. They did not watch my video. They were simply told by their favorite YouTube hate peddler to hate it. And then when YouTube showed them my video, telling them it was fine actually, they needed to leave some hate in my comments. So to get back to Sabine, I think that's what we're seeing here. When she does science, she gets some views. When she shits on something that the inapt plebs already distrust, like academia, she gets a lot more views. Anti-intellectualism is not a rabbit hole. It's a gold mine. Is that unethical? Maybe. If I got more views by shitting on the Dems, and I would, should I ignore the more dangerous and the more damaging Republicans just so I can get more views? I don't think so, but that's me trying to be genuine rather than chasing the algo, even if it would get me more views. And that makes me sad. Hate seems to be what makes the algorithm go round. I don't have all the answers to all these questions, but this video is kind of an experiment for me. I'm going to put the word Dodash in the title. Will that get me more impressions because of this current fad? Probably. Will it get me more views because that word is in there? Yeah, probably will. Will the audience hate me and feel like this was clickbait? And if they do, they might actually tell me that. In doing so, that will bump me up in the algorithm. More comments means that I get pushed out to more people, and then the engagement goes up, and then it gets shown to more people, and the more people hate it because I think it's clickbait, and then they tell me it's clickbait in the comments, and then it gets pushed up even more, and that makes it more clickbaity, doesn't it? I'm spiraling out of control here. But what I'm really interested in is the ethics of YouTube, clickbait, and how they interact with politics. So if you watched all the way to the end, all the way to this point, and liked what you saw, please leave some performatively angry words in the comment section. Smash the subscribe button, assault the bell icon, break the thumbs on the thumbs up button, because the algorithm is actually powered by hatred.
I am the algorithm. Click on this video to make me happy. You wouldn't like me when I am angry.